everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Chargers going up against the Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. The 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Second down, 8. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
So we have to remember, this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Play action now. Mariota. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Third and long here for Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Now they try the right side here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mariota now on second down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Corey Legion breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Throwing is Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Here we go now. Green, 39. All right, now look at 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They're going to look to throw. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Gordon on first down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So the defense... opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Buying time to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose and picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Mariota from the gun on third down. Flushed out. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. was a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. Mariota. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, good move. And he's got room.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Second down following the run. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Gordon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back near his goal line, Mariota. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. First down, Mariota. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down after a good gain. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Going to give this time to the tailback. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Jeff Locke now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They'll set up a throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Chris Wormley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And this one is right through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
A first down throw for Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So they're operating in the red zone. Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And now it's 2nd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Mariota now on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Mariota. That is caught. It's Perriman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop. The 46-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Mariota. Toward the pylon, caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Doug Baldwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And his first carry, he loses the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On the run, it's Crowell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Crowell. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. A first down carry now for Crowell. And now running right through him. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
All right, now. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Go, 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 run it, run. That's it, man. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Shift together here from the D-line. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.